Hey guys, this is Yaku with Chow Local. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how you can add your menu to Chow Local, or if you already have your menu on Chow Local, how you can make changes to your menu. So the very first thing you need to do is go to chowlocal.com, click on My Account, and this is where you need to sign in as the restaurant owner. If you don't know what your username and password is, you can always contact us and we can either reset your password or look into your account and let you know. Now, I'm signed into a new restaurant that we've just onboarded. And as you can see here, I don't have any customers or orders yet. So I'll play around with this restaurant to just show you what you can do if you want to add a menu item or if you want to edit a menu item. Now, the first thing you want to do once you're signed in is click on menu items. Now you'll see here I've got a bunch of menu items that have already been added. So what we'll do is we'll add a new menu item. So I'm going to click on the add button. So obviously if you're starting out, if it's a brand new account and you haven't added any menu items, then there will be nothing on this page. But let's add a new menu item. You can see to add a menu item, you have to give the menu item a name. So I'm going to call this a cheeseburger, or actually I'll call this a pizza. So I'll say build your own pizza. The reason I want to show you a build your own pizza is I want to show you how you can set up options. In this case, the options will be toppings. So we'll get to that in a second. Now I can pick one of my categories. I'll put this in the pizza category. If you want, you can manage your categories by clicking on this link, and then you can add a new category. You can also, as you can see, you can edit an existing category or you can delete the category, and you can change the order of your categories right here. Now, I find that this little pop-up window does not give me enough room if I want to move my categories around or reorganize my categories. So you can always go click on categories in your main navigation. And this will also allow you to rearrange your categories, edit the wording. Like if there's a typo in your category names or anything like that, you can always click on categories here to make changes. I've got my category selected. Now I'm going to set a price for this pizza, and I'm going to say it's $10. Now, obviously, with a pizza, I'm going to have different sizes, and the sizes will affect the price. But I'm going to start with my base price, which is $10 for a small pizza. And so I'm just putting in the $10 value. Here, I will put in a short description for this product. So I'll say, build your own pizza. And obviously, you can say whatever you want here to describe the menu item in more detail than this. I'm just putting the exact same wording that I've got for my menu item name. You can also add images by clicking on this checkbox. You don't have to add images, but you can see you can add up to 5 images for each product or each menu item. And to add an image, all you have to do is click on this and then select an image from your desktop. So I'm just going to pick this random image. This is not a picture of a pizza, but just so you can see what it looks like. And if you want to delete the picture or if you want to change it, then you can do that. I'm not going to add an image for this menu item. I'm just going to leave it without an image. Now I'm going to add some options. Now you have options and add-ons, and you might be wondering what the difference is. Options are things like sizes. So, for example, with a pizza, my options will be small, medium, large. So let's add those options, and options affect the price. So I've got my option name and it just says option. So I'm going to change this to say size. And then I'm going to call this option my default option. So whatever price I put in here at the top will end up being my default option. I'm going to call this small. And I'm going to add another option for medium. And I'm going to say this option is $12. And I'm going to do an option for large. And my large will be $14. Okay, so now I've got sizes, but with a pizza, and this might be relevant with other items that you have on your menu, I also want to give the customer add-ons. Now, my add-ons in this case will be pizza toppings, but add-ons could also be sides, it could be drinks, it could be dessert, anything like that that you might want to upsell or offer as an add-on to the base menu item. So let's add some add-ons, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give my add-ons a name, and I'm going to say toppings. Now I'm going to say that I want to allow this customer to select multiple toppings. So yes, they can select multiple, and I can also specify the maximum number. So for example, if this is a 3 topping pizza, they can only select 3 toppings. I might say 3 here, or I can leave it open-ended. Also, it gives me the option to specify whether I want the customer to not only be able to select multiple toppings, but also allow them to select each topping multiple times. So, for example, if I said multiple toppings, a customer might be able to add cheese, pepperoni, ham, mushroom. But if I check this box, they will be able to add pepperoni twice or 3 times or as much pepperoni as they want. So this comes in handy when you have add ons such as drinks, and you might list your different brands like Coke and Sprite and whatever, and you want to allow the customer to select multiple drinks and they can select each drink multiple times. We'll come to this option, this setting where you can set the price per option. We'll come back to this in a little bit. And then here you can say whether this add-on is required, meaning when they are browsing your menu and they choose to add this pizza item to their order, they have to select toppings. It's a required option. They must select a topping, at least one topping. Otherwise, they can't continue and add the item to their cart. So let's add some toppings. So I'm going to add cheese, ham, and let's do mushroom. Now, if you've got an actual pizza restaurant, you might have a lot more toppings than this. But what we'll do right now is we're going to set a price for each topping. And by the way, pro tip here is you can also do minus. So for example, if you're using add-ons for substitutions, you could also say remove mushrooms, and that would take $1 off the menu price or the menu item price. But in this case, I'm going to make it so that when the customer wants to build their own pizza, if they choose cheese, it's going to add $1 onto the base price, depending on what size they've selected. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save these toppings as a template because I might create another pizza item in the future, let's say a pepperoni pizza, where I want to give the customer the option to add extra toppings onto that pizza. So I'm going to call this toppings. And because there might already be a template called toppings, because obviously this menu has already been set up, I'm just going to say, I'm going to call this test, toppings test. Okay, so now if I go and save this menu item that I've just created, you will see that it will take me to, it brings me back to this page, like it just saves. But if I go to my menu items, and let's just go check all of the menu items that we have. If I were to search for build, we see there's a menu item now called Build Your Own Pizza. And the price ranges from $10 to $14. Now let's go in here and let's just go edit this item because I want to show you a few more advanced things that you can do, especially handy for pizza places. So with a pizza, if the customer is building a small pizza, I might want to charge $1 per topping. But if it's a large pizza, I want to charge more than $1 a topping. So you can do that with Chow Local system. So what we're going to do here is we're actually, since we've got a template that we've now set up, and you can see here it's set to select a template, and we've got our toppings dash test template selected. I want to go make changes to this template. Now, the nice thing about making changes to a template, wherever the toppings are being used for other pizzas, this will automatically change the template for all of those pizzas that you already have added toppings to. So that's the one convenient thing there. So let's edit this template. And what we're going to do here is we're going to say we want to set the price for each of these add-ons, this price here. We want to set it per option. And there are three options, up to three options, because remember, we've got small, medium, large, okay? So if I ever add a pizza again in the future, a different pizza, as long as it's got small, medium, large, then these add-ons will work well for that pizza as well. So now we're going to say, okay, so if you want cheese on a small pizza, it's going to be $1. It's going to be $1.50 on a medium pizza, and it's going to be $2 on a large pizza. And we'll just continue doing this all the way through. There you go. So that allows you to actually set the price for whatever add-ons you're selling based on the option that the customer has selected. And like I said, it works really well for pizza places. Now let's just save this, and this will save the template. It'll update that template. And let's just wait for this page to reload here. It looks like it's not going to reload. Okay, so we are actually in our settings templates right now. So we're not actually editing that menu item anymore. Remember, when we clicked on this, it actually opened up a new tab that allows us to just access the template. You can also access your add-on templates by going to settings. And then under settings, you'll see that there is an option for add-ons. And this is where you'll see all your templates in one place. Okay. So here we can see we've got burger toppings, sides, salads, etc. So you can always come here and edit your template, or like we just did, you can do it through any menu item that has the template selected. Okay. Now we can add another set of add-ons, and let's call this drinks. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to allow the customer to select whatever drinks they want. So Coke, Sprite, or water. There's no limit to the number of options that you can offer. And we're going to say each of these drinks will add $1.50 onto the menu item price. And we're going to make it so that they can select multiple drinks, so multiple Cokes, multiple Pepsis if needed. Now, in this case, we're not going to set the price per option. Doesn't matter what size pizza they're selecting, the price for a drink stays the same. But we're also not going to make it required. If a customer just wants to build a pizza and they don't want to add a drink, that's fine. So it's not required. And what we can maybe do here is like say something, add a drink or add drinks, so that they know that this is something extra to add on. Now, I could either save, or I could actually just check to see for the drinks. Maybe I already have a set of a template set up for drinks. So let's just see here. And no, we don't. So, okay. So what we've got set here will become our new template for drinks. And next time when I add a menu item, I don't have to go and list all the drinks. I can just select the drinks template. So hopefully that shows you how easy it is to add a menu item that has multiple options and add-ons, and how you can set your menu up to potentially upsell once the customer is looking at the menu item. If you want to edit an item, so for example, if you want to change the price of an item, let's look at how that's done. So the first thing you want to do is search for the item. So we'll look for this build your own pizza item that we just added. So we're just going to search for build. It'll bring up all the menu items that have the word build in the name. So there's obviously only this one, and we're going to say edit. And I've already kind of shown you how to edit, because I've literally just edited that item before, but just to focus on it a bit more, I can edit my item's name, the category that it's in, the description. I can add images. I can change any of these values here for options. And as mentioned, I can edit the pricing of the toppings, for example, or whatever add-ons I have. And I can either edit the template, or if it's not a template, for example, if I disconnect this from the template, now it's not using the template anymore. I can go change it. So, for example, with this particular build your own pizza, I could set it so that a Coke, for whatever reason, is 250. So now, because I've disconnected it from the template, if I ever go and change the template pricing for a Coke, it's not going to affect the pricing of this particular set of drinks for this item. So hopefully that makes sense. It's always good to just try and work with your templates and stick with your templates. It makes it very easy to make changes across your menu in the future. Like if you've got 200 items and each item has an option to add drinks and your price of your drinks go up by 50 cents or 10 cents, instead of having to go and edit 200 menu items, you can just go and edit that template. So that's how templates work and how they can save you a lot of time. Hopefully, this video is informative. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Reach out to us through the Chow Local website. You can click on the contact button and get in touch, or post a comment below, and I'll do my best to respond. Thanks for watching, guys.